All right, what's up, fam? Check this out, man. I know you guys already heard about the promotional for the Asian pioneers of hip hop. BET did a promotional. I don't know why. Uh, were they really that influential in hip hop? Nah, I don't think so. But nevertheless, they decided to do a promotional. But in a way, I do know why. We're going to get into that a little bit later. We're going to discuss why would something like this be necessary. But first, I want to take this moment to thank Tyreek Nasheed for shouting me out the other night. I woke up, early in the morning, checked my phone, and I saw my subscription started to grow. And I'm like, what happened? I started reading the comments, and I noticed that a couple of people saying, yeah, Tyreek shouted you out the other night, last night. So I found his broadcast and I listened to it and I was like, wow, that's really cool. So I want to say thank you, Tyreek, for doing that, because sometimes you're in the trenches doing this work and you wonder if you're making an impact. And the fact that you felt that I was and you decided that it was worth mentioning my name, uh, I really appreciate it. So again, I want to say thank you. All right. So let's get into this thing. Let me play a little portion of the promo. I'm not going to play all of it.
While hip-hop's origin is rooted in the African and Latino diasporas, its reach has no geographical bounds. Members of the Asian American and Pacific Islander communities have contributed significantly to the pillars of hip-hop: rhyming, DJing, graffiti, and breakdancing. Here are a few noteworthy hip-hop heavyweights that place the Asian American and Pacific Islander communities firmly in the culture.
Let me stop right there. Already I got to stop. You heard what he said? He said the African Latino diaspora. Hip hop didn't start with the diaspora. See, there's a strategy going on here. They want to make hip hop so far reaching that they're willing to lie about its origins. All right, man. It goes into the talk about the people that are involved. Let's talk about the people that they want to highlight from the Asian community. All right, the first person they highlight is Anderson .Paak. Everybody knows who he is, from his work with Silk Sonic. Let's go with another one. This is Apple Diap. No one really knows who he is, but he's with the Black Eyed Peas, the brother on the left we're talking about. And now we're talking about Christopher Wong Wong of the Two Live Crew. We all know who he is. Now, what's amazing, we're supposed to be celebrating the pioneers of Asian hip hop. And all three of these brothers are biracial. Make it make sense. All right, let's move on.
Yellow Magic Orchestra, the synth pop group from Japan that formed in the late 1970s, has significant ties to hip hop. The group was the first to use the Roland TR-808.
Now, this instrument right here is the link between Planet Rock or African Bambaataa and this group called Yellow Magic Orchestra. Now, when you listen to the narrator, he's going to act as if this group was influential to the creation of Planet Rock. Listen carefully. Now, African Bambaataa did use a sample of a song that this group had done, but it was for a different album, the Def Mix album. So just listen closely and watch how they try to suggest that Yellow Magic Orchestra was influential in the creation of Planet Rock.
An instrument that's appeared on more hit records than any other drum machine. Hip-hop forefather Africa Bambaataa sampled their 1978 debut album for his Death Mix, and also influenced Planet Rock.
I even took a lot of different music that people wouldn't expect. I started taking things from overseas. I got also into another group called Yellow Magic Orchestra. We used to play a song called Computer Games.
Yellow Magic Orchestra's influence on hip-hop goes even deeper, with their samples appearing on a number of chart-topping performers, including...
All right, so you heard that. That's what they're trying to do, suggest that Yellow Magic Orchestra was the group behind the making of Planet Rock. Let me play for you the true story.
Good morning, everyone. I want to set up the background of Planet Rock. I've just done a film. I've directed a film on my band Rockers Revenge, and there was a connection between Rockers Revenge and the Planet Rock record. So this sort of sets up the making of Planet Rock pretty well, and the guys you're going to be seeing talking about it are two of the members of Rockers Revenge who worked at a record shop where I first heard a song that influenced the production of Planet Rock. So we could watch this and then, yeah. An idea to do something with Trans Europe Express.
Bambaataa and I made the 8-track demo and I played it for Arctic. He thought it was cool.
So I heard the demo that they had done, and I thought, yeah, it's okay, but something missing. And, you know, as I always would do, I'd go to Music Factory just to listen and get inspired.
You'd be in the store for hours, man, listening to what we was playing. We would play so many different things, and you'd be like, yo, what's that? What's that?
And I'm listening, and then this record comes on. And I was like, what the fuck record was that? And he was like, yo, bro, it's Numbers by Kraftwerk, you know, amazing.
Kraftwerk was my group, and I put it on. He was like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
This is what I was looking for without knowing it. I've never heard a beat like that, the sound, everything. And I'm like, God, that beat is unbelievable.
He said, I'm gonna go in the studio and do this tonight with some of my guys. He said, you wanna come? The first time I met African Bambaataa and Pow Wow and Mr. Big, they were all young kids. And I'm looking at them and they're wilding out in the studio.
What the hell is going on here? Come on, tell me something.
But come on, Mr. Engineer, get it right, get it right. Come on, Mr. Engineer, get it right, get it right. Cause if you don't,
they're standing on top of the piano, they're banging on the drums, and I'm like, yo, Arthur, who are these kids? He said, oh, these are the kids that's gonna rap on this thing. I said, oh, you got control of these dudes. After that, Planet Rock came out and you was killer.
Yeah, just
Planet Rock blew up instantly. That was my huge break.
But the cool thing about Planet Rock was that, you know, it was a very futuristic sounding. It sounded like it was tomorrow.
So that's the real story behind Planet Rock. So why would BET try to suggest that Yellow Magic Orchestra was behind the creation of Planet Rock? It's clear. They want to elevate the importance of the Asian community for financial gain. So let's get into it. This move to highlight the Asian community, highlight the Hispanic community, is purely designed for the bag, for these corporations. Let me read something for you guys real quick. The corporation's takeover of hip-hop began in the early to mid-1990s. This corporation takeover imposed themes of misogyny, materialism, and violence. What was once a genre whose lyrics mostly consisted of day-to-day life in their neighborhoods, upbeat music was now infused with messages of materialism. Hip-hop music was created by youth of color in the Bronx, New York in 1970s. The same genre is currently being exploited and pimped by mostly large, white-owned corporations. This is ironic due to the fact that the origins of hip hop are rooted in the Black and Latino communities. Hip hop is currently being used by large corporations to be exploited for profits, reinforce capitalistic ideals, as well as a tool to adversely affect Black and Latino youth. Once corporations began to see the earning potentials of rap music, the exploitation began. In Chapter 7 of Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Hip Hop, Chang began discussing the corporate takeover of hip hop. With the success of Rapper's Delight by Sugar Hill Gang selling millions of records, this surprised a lot of corporations. They had now realized hip hop music could generate such revenues. Both artists and label executives began to see the financial potential in hip hop because it was an untapped market and somewhat new. Since hip hop was now seen as a potential gold mine, the question was, how could these corporations use hip hop to promote and sell their products? All right, so this is what we're talking about. And this is why they're basically promoting all these other groups. Talk about the diaspora, because it's about money. Plain and simple. It's not about the truth. We as foundational Black Americans, we're trying to tell the truth, which is hip hop was created by foundational Black Americans. Now, when Tyree come out with his documentary, that's going to hurt a lot of people's pocketbooks. And that's why these corporations are fighting back. And that's why they're angry with Tyreek, because they know the level of influence he has. And when the truth comes out, a lot of people that have been getting the bag won't get the bag any longer. Now, I came across this video on YouTube and I found it interesting. Since we're talking about Asians, we're going to talk about China Mac. Now, I believe the brother that he's going to debate, I think he goes by the name of Mickey Larry. I'm not sure. Anybody in the comments, hit me up. Let me know what his name is. I'm not sure. I don't follow him like that. I know I think his channel is All Access Media or something like that. Or Viral Access Media, something like that. So hit me up in the comments if I got his name wrong. So, well, basically, China Mac is going to argue that hip hop is just not Black culture. So let's just listen to it and let's dissect this debate.
All right, so you say you got a couple minutes, because I thought we were going to do it on my show, because there's a lot of things that needs to be. This conversation can't be broken down in 5 minutes. So let me hold on. You did a lot of talking, brother. You did a whole lot of talking. And I just got on.
Go ahead, talk. What's this point? Go ahead.
I'm just saying, you can't sum this conversation up in 5 minutes. I understand we both busy people, but let me just say this: what is hip hop and what is Black culture? Is that one and the same, or is two different things? Is Black culture and hip hop one and the same, sir? Is it one and the same?
Hip hop
and don't give me vague answers.
Listen. All right, Black culture. Hip hop is a part of Black culture, but hip hop ain't just Black culture. Hip hop is American culture.
Okay. Okay. Now that's the go-to. When they don't want to acknowledge foundational Black Americans as the creator of hip hop, they say it's American culture. So let's analyze that. Now, there are literally hundreds of ethnic groups in America and even in New York that are American, either through naturalization or born here, who have ancestry outside the United States. Are you trying to say that hip hop belongs to all of those people? Because you said that it's just a part of Black culture, but it's not our culture. Hip hop just doesn't belong to us. It's American culture. Is that what you're saying? Let's back that up. Let's go back. Let's back that up.
Vague answers.
Listen.
That.
All right, black culture, hip hop is a part of black culture, but hip hop ain't just black culture. Hip hop is American culture.
Black culture.
Hip hop is American culture. It's a part of black culture, but it's not.
Who created?
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
You
Let me.
You can't give the definition. How do you get?
Cut me off. You can't cut me off. Let me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is a part of black culture. It was black people. It was originated by black people, but there was also other people in New York City at the time of the original, that contributed. Yeah.
Now, why are you arguing, China Mac? You just destroyed your own argument. He just acknowledged that it was originated by black people. But then he says that there were other groups that were present. We're not talking about proximity. You just destroyed your own argument. See, it's such a lack of respect for foundational black Americans where a person could, in one sentence, say it originated with us, but then say it's not totally ours. How is that possible? Let's listen to that one again.
You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is a part of black culture. It was black people. It was originated by black people, but there was also other people in New York City at the time of the original, that contributed. Yeah, I'm not gonna say because I wasn't there, but hip hop is an American culture. Hip hop is a New York City culture.
How many times have you heard that? Hip hop is a New York City culture. The lack of respect that tethers have for foundational black Americans.
Finish. Yeah. Hip hop is black American culture. It didn't start with anybody but us, and everybody else participated in that culture because hip hop is black culture. When we first got on the microphone, and spit lyrics on the microphone, what was we talking about? We was talking about the injustice. No, you hold up, man. Let me get it out because this is all facts. This is not what you want the definition to be. You can't create my definition. So when we got on the mic and spoke and spit rhymes, we talked about black culture. We talked about being oppressed, slavery, okay? And killed by police, injustices, systematic racism. Who wasn't talking about any? This is how hip hop spread it, brother. Hip hop was created out of poverty. It was created out of poverty. Wait a minute, I'm listen, and it spread it again around the world. You understand?
Okay.
This is no. I conclude by saying it's black culture, brother. Period. Hip hop and black culture is one and the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
But if a black person that was born in Sweden, just because he's black, does it automatically think of hip hop?
Wait, say that one more time.
If a black person was born in Sweden and he's never seen hip hop, never around hip hop, him being black, is he a part of hip hop?
He can be a part of hip hop, but we all have to know our place.
Answer the question.
No. Listen, when you look in the mirror,
if he doesn't speak English, hold on. If he doesn't speak, hold on, man. Let me finish. If he doesn't speak English, if he doesn't know the culture, is he a part of hip hop?
If he doesn't speak English, if he don't speak English or know the culture, is he a part of hip hop?
Yeah.
That is a weird fucking question. How?
Okay. See, he wasn't prepared. When you enter a debate, you always have to anticipate what your enemy is going to send back to you. Now, the brother has to start off with the notion or the concept that hip hop is lineage based. meaning that a singular ethnic group is responsible for creating hip hop. Okay, now, so if you start there as your base of argument, nothing that this guy, China Mac, could say that will defeat your argument. All right, so let's take his proposition, China Mac's proposition. If a black boy was born in Sweden, would he be considered hip hop? Now, because it's lineage based, all it takes is, let's say, if one parent is foundational Black American, let's say they had a job, they worked overseas, or let's say they were stationed overseas in the military, and both parents were, or just one parent was foundational Black American. That child, by virtue of lineage, regardless if he spoke the language or not, he is hip hop, because hip hop is lineage based. It's not color based. Because if it was an African child born in Sweden or a Jamaican child born in Sweden, they would be guessed as well. But it's lineage based. So my brother, he wasn't prepared to answer that question, so he got stuck. So China Mac thought he won something from that particular argument. Let's go back and follow that again. Let's see. Let me take it back by here, because they were getting kind of heated a little bit. So
let me finish. If he doesn't speak English, if he doesn't know the culture, is he a part of hip hop?
If he doesn't speak English, if he don't speak English or know the culture, is he a part of hip hop?
Yeah.
That is a weird fucking question.
How?
If he likes it, you can be all right. You can be a part of hip hop, sir.
So is he a prisoner of hip hop? If he likes hip hop, is he a prisoner of hip hop?
No, don't overtone me. That doesn't. Yes, you can be a part of hip hop, but do you own it? Is it yours? Do you know your place?
I never said I own.
Why? Listen, wait a minute. No, here's the thing. Black people been too comfortable. You got too comfortable. Here's your analogy. No. Here's a perfect. This is from your words when you had that interview with the white kid, where you talked about Michael Jordan, right? Knowing that white people created basketball, correct? Yes, they created basketball. But do black people sit up here and say basketball is mine? We respect other people's shit. We don't talk like that. Wait a minute. I need you to let that shit sink in before you move the goalpost.
Hold on. Let me rebuttal that, because I never said hip hop is mine. I said I'm a part of the culture. It's my culture. I didn't say.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to play your own words? I'll play your own words back, sir.
Hold on.
Now, see, China Mac says he's a part of the culture, so hip hop is his. But you know what? I think they have a problem with the word guest. They truly believe if they embrace hip hop, they're in no way guests. But that enables them to acknowledge that it comes from us. So they'll say stuff, oh, it's American. But it's not American, it's Black American. Because all of America is not going to claim it. Let's go.
You said it's my culture.
Hip hop was a Chinese culture. I didn't say hip hop was an Asian culture. I said I was born around hip hop, so it's a part of my culture. I'm not considered hip hop. I was born around.
You are a visitor. You are a visitor to hip hop. Tell me how you're not a visitor to hip hop. Because hip hop is black culture. Hip hop is black.
Let me finish. Because you can't even answer my question.
I answered the question.
So let me ask you a question. Does skin color make you a part of hip hop?
We not at this moment in time. No, but is hip hop? No.
See, the brother, he's standing up for the culture. I'm not knocking him for that, but he's just unprepared for the kind of questions that he would get back from China Mac. It's not about skin color. It's about China Mac. It's about you recognizing that the culture comes from a particular group of people that deserves all the credit. And the fact that you won't even give them credit is telling. We're not saying because you're of a different race that you can't be hip hop. Anybody can be hip hop. But just because you can be hip hop, don't give you the right to disrespect the people who created the culture. That's what we're saying. Acknowledge the people who created the culture. I don't know why that's so difficult for these others. The moment that you acknowledge that, you think that being a guest or a participant is a bad thing. That's what you are if your people didn't create the culture. You are a contributor, you are a guest, you are a participant. Why is that so upsetting to you guys? Let's go.
No. I need you to listen because you listen. Don't sit up here and fucking play with me, son. Hip hop is black culture.
What you gonna do if I play with you? You gonna
Nigga,
reach
I
to
don't
his
listen.
speed? You gonna reach to his speed?
Nigga,
You wanna fight with
no.
his speed or something?
No. Listen. Listen. At the end of the day, I know this conversation is touchy subject. I know it is, but you ain't scared of me, and I damn sure ain't scared of you, family. So, but we ain't trying to go there. So this is not where I'm going, because I don't give a fuck. Look, I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying, this is a touchy subject.
I know, bro.
No. Hip hop is black culture, nigga. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? You see a Chinese man, right? You see a Chinese man, but when you speak, no. You need to listen. When you speak, the way you dress, your mannerisms and everything, that's a fucking black man coming out of you, bro. Nothing about you is Chinese but the way you look, nigga. That's black culture. Fuck is you talking about?
What's the difference?
What are you talking about?
Real talk. Now, that was real talk right there.
Ain't nothing about you Chinese but the way you look, nigga. Everything about you is me.
Of course.
Everything about you is me, bro. What? And you ain't taking accountability. Listen, what I'm just saying is we have respect for everybody else's culture and know our rightful place and give respect. We let y'all niggas in and give y'all your comfortability. Y'all motherfuckers take advantage. And now you claiming it. Like, be a part of it. But know your place.
Bro, what's the definition?
Get the fuck out of here.
What's the definition of culture?
I'm going to tell you right now, brother. Right now. Because we all can. Before I read the definition, because I already have it pulled up. Culture. Let me just say Chinese culture or anybody culture.
Hey, Matt.
Hold up, bro. How you gonna jump in and then not let me speak?
Now, here we go. There's always a Tom in the bunch. A brother who's not going to be on code. Going to side with China Mac. Now, I don't know if he's a foundational Black American or not. I don't know. I didn't investigate him. I really don't care. The fact that he's not on code is disappointing. But you always have one of us not on code. This is why we can't get nowhere. Because we don't know how to stay on code. Let's go.
And let me finish my thoughts. Anyway,
hold on, bro.
Music,
you can have the flow. You can have the flow.
Music, food, your inventions, the dancing, the lexicon, how you talk, everything. That's culture. Let me give you the definition of the arts.
So fucking what? What he's saying is, if you pay attention and listen, bro, what he basically saying is, hip hop, no Chinese, Asians, or whoever you want to put it in, that didn't create it. Us as black people, we showed how to express ourselves.
So what you arguing for? That is the basis of the whole argument. Who created it? If you're saying that the Asians didn't create it, why are you arguing? What is your point? I'm not even going to play all of it because man, I can't listen to this guy. Man, that Negro was giving me a headache, man. Up there being an off-code Negro. Man, Who ever heard of a PIA? Who knows what a PIA is? All right, let me tell you what a PIA is. It's a proprietary information invention assignment agreement. Now, why do I bring that up? Think of America as a corporation, and all the American citizens are the employees. Now, apparently, unbeknownst to Black Americans, we're the only ones that signed this agreement. Let's understand what the agreement says. The agreement also requires that the employee agree that whatever the employee creates, discovers, develops, or events while employed with the company, while employed with the company is owned by the company. So when these tethers say our music is everybody's music, apparently Black people are the only, or Black Americans are the only people that don't own our creations. We don't do that with no other group. If a group creates something, we honor that. But when we create it, they want to say, oh, it belongs to everybody. I'm sure many of you heard people when we talk about our music, they always say, well, that you don't own that music. That music is everybody's music. This is the attitude they have about our music. But again, when we do something bad as a culture, as a people, nobody wants to own that. All the great things that are Black owned or foundational Black American created, we don't own that. Apparently, Black Americans were the only one to sign an agreement with the American people and the American corporation. That's real talk. Yeah, man, my father, he's like in his late 80s, mid to late 80s. And there's one quote I used to always hear him say, but he was referring to white people. He would say, you got to learn to feed them out of a long handled spoon. And I know that doesn't make any sense to most, but what he was trying to say, you could be friends with these people, but don't get too close. Because the tether class will do you wrong at the end of the day. Now, I don't hate Asian people. I love all people. But I'm not going to allow anyone to disrespect foundational Black American culture. I'm not going to allow anyone to disrespect that. Now, are there things about Black culture I can't stand? Absolutely. Black culture is not defined by what hip hop has become today. And I reject anyone associating Black culture with just that. We're more than that. So unfortunately, hip hop gets all the airtime. And unfortunately, we're defined by the worst that hip hop has produced. But I'm still going to defend it because when it first started, it was all about having fun. And I'm going to defend the foundation of it. All right? So with that being said, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. We'd love to have you. And until the next time, peace.